Here is both WTOV9 and WTRX7 coverage of Occupy Steubenville. After we will show raw, unedited footage of the interviews.
Well, new at 6 tonight in our top story, about 150 people showed up in support of Operation Roll Red Roll protest in downtown Steubenville. They gathered in support of a teenage girl who is involved in the Steubenville teen rape investigation. News 9's Natalie Herbeck was at today's protest and filed this report.
People, armed with signs, some with the anonymous masks, gathered around the Jefferson County Courthouse. We watched them chant from across the street and then made our way into the crowd. Some not happy to see our cameras. Saying they're not pleased with the way we've covered this case.
You guys touched certain aspects and you didn't touch others.
What aspects? I really would like to hear that.
The last thing that... If it was any other school, you'd still be covering it right now.
We are still covering it right now.
You got bits and pieces. I've never seen no detail.
Armed with words, others wanted their message to be loud and clear.
We're out here today. Justice for the victim.
Yes.
We're here to support the victim, and we're giving her a voice finally. That's what we're here for.
There was the football player side of the story, not hers. We wanted to present her side of the story. And yes, I guess it did take some illegal activity to get that to be out there. But I'm willing to have a little bit of unethical treatment if the rest of us are going to be treated unethically as well.
This town needs an enema, and we're going to be the ones that do it.
I had people tell me they feel kidnapping charges against the two Steubenville High School athletes shouldn't have been dropped. Others unhappy with the fact that more aren't facing charges. And others singled out the football team as the problem.
I mean, I've been out here for about a year now again, because I grew up out here. I went to Central and Big Red. And you're a football player, you get to do what you want, as long as you got a winning season.
But not everyone feels the same.
I support their ability to do what they're doing over there, but I don't think it's right to indict an entire community over something that happened. Everybody here on this side of the street, we're against rape. I mean, and we feel that whoever did it and who's ever involved should go to jail. But when you indict a whole football team, a whole school, a whole community, I think it's wrong. You know, a lot of the stuff that's been said is speculation, and until you can prove something, I don't think you should be able to. You shouldn't state it. And you should at least say who you are when you do state something. My name's Joe Scalise, by the way.
The Operation Roll Red Roll protest may have been peaceful, but it was anything but silent.
And we've been covering the Steubenville rape investigation from the beginning. If you missed any of our coverage, go to our website, WTOV9.com, where you can find all of our court coverage, interviews, and legal analysts.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for this late edition of 7 News at 6. I'm Rachel Durkis. It was a busy day across the Ohio Valley, but we're going to start tonight in Jefferson County with a story we've been closely following for you. Supporters of the group Anonymous gathered at the Jefferson County Courthouse at noon today to rally in support of the alleged victim in the Steubenville rape case. 7 News reporter Kelsey Kennedy was in the crowd at today's peaceful demonstration. Joins us now with this exclusive report. Kelsey, what was the message in Steubenville today?
Well, Rachel, there was a real sense of standing up for what you believe. And besides that, specifically, demonstrators were there in support of the girl who was allegedly raped by the members of the Big Red football team back in August. It's a call to action and justice, and their voices are being heard.
It's up to the people to stand up and voice their opinion if we want to change. And it's not going to happen if we don't.
Giving a voice to the voiceless, letting people know that we're not going to take this anymore.
This controversy was sparked online just less than a week ago when the group Anonymous claims to have hacked RollRedRoll.com, the Steubenville High School football team website that's not affiliated with the school, threatening to release personal information about the people allegedly involved if a public apology isn't issued by January 1st. Supporters of Anonymous voiced a common theme this afternoon that justice needs to be served.
We need to have all the guilty come forward. We need to get justice for this poor girl and just make sure that, above all else, justice is served. That's what it's all about.
I'm speaking the truth, and justice needs to be served, and it needs to be taken care of right.
Amidst the demonstrators, Jefferson County Sheriff Fred Abdella responds to allegations of corruption in the city. Do you have any response to the allegations about your community?
Well,
I'm proud of my community. I mean, everyone has problems in all the communities, but there are people here from Steubenville supporting this group. So no, I'm proud of this county. They talk about being corrupt. I've heard all that over and over and over again. No, I'm proud of this community and the people in it.
The alleged victim was on the minds of many.
My heart goes out to her, and nothing but love. And I hope she knows that we're all here and we'll always be here for her no matter what.
Bob Fitzsimmons serves the victim in this case an advisory and counseling role.
The treatment is somewhat different, the punishment's different, and the ramifications are different. Our juveniles, because of their age, under the age of 18, are treated differently because they are considered, basically they haven't had the maturity and the life experiences to make a proper decision, so that they are not held fully accountable. They are still held accountable.
Overall, a clear message was sent.
The nation is watching you, Steubenville. The nation. The world is watching you. Do something now, because we're going to keep on watching you.
Now we're hearing there were a couple of counter-protesters at today's Occupy Steubenville event. There's also a picture going around social media right now of the stallion at the Big Red Stadium that has possibly been taken down. We believe that picture to be photoshopped, Rachel.
Definitely proof that social media plays a big role in anything that happens these days. Of course, stay with us for more continuing coverage of this story. All right?
Now, let's compare to some of the interviews we heard and captured from many angles.
Go ahead. What were you going to say first?
I want to know why News 9 is covering the protest more than they covered the actual rape case. I think everybody who lives in this town knows we've seen more about the protest than we've seen about the rape case.
Amen.
You guys agree or not?
Ask you this, please, just keep the devil's advocate here. What have we not covered about the rape case?
Finally here.
You guys love Anonymous. There's so many stories that have not been covered. I mean, if you want me to go into detail, it'll take a half an hour. So I don't want to go into detail.
Have we not covered every step of the actual trial? We have covered it from day one, since they went into the courtroom.
You don't have all the victims. There's people.
Why don't you go interview the sheriff right now and ask him about the investigation?
You guys touched certain aspects and you didn't touch others. You guys are. The last thing. If it was any other school, you'd still be covering it right now.
We are
over the last 3 months. You got bits and pieces. I've never seen no detail.
Why is it only 2 minutes and 30 seconds long?
I'll interview him. I've never seen no ruling. McCafferty's trying to say he didn't know Anonymous was bringing the crew here today. And then, come on, I mean, I lived here. WTOV 9, if it ain't in Wheeling in Belmont County, it isn't getting reported. And if anybody lives here, they know it. If the Nailers are playing today, you'd be down there covering the Nailers today. What about
Can I ask someone to please explain the message that you guys have today and tell you why you're Is there anybody else who would like to get the message across?
The 9 News 9.
And it is related. Several years ago, it was a football player who got off scot-free, okay? Scot-free, because he was a football player, the head coach went to the judge and he got off, all right? He got off. In this girl, you can't rape people, all right? Enough's enough. Apparently in this town, you play football, you get a free ticket to commit crime. You get off scot-free, enough's enough.
They go edit it to make people scared.
How can you pistol whip somebody and get out of jail? Because you're a Big Red football player. Ex-Big Red football player.
It ain't an onslaught against you guys, but even though
I'd have been in regional, I'd have been under the jail, not in jail with a weapon. I would have been under the jail.
Or not, somebody needs to be the voice, and because of these people here, it would have never been addressed. Now we're in Forbes. We're in the New York Times. We're worldwide. Unfortunately, why are we getting all this press?
30,000 people is going to see this right here.
Business as usual.
You twist everything around in your news agency.
You would have 30 to 40 years ago.
This ain't news.
That's why y'all should be talking about it.
News 9, don't even talk to him. Don't even talk to him. Send him out of here.
covered, right?
Sure, sir.
All right. Well, I want to tell you this girl was covered. Don't talk to them. I know they will. That's fine.
This ain't getting edited. Yeah, don't even try to edit it.
Probably won't even put it on the news.
Oh, this is going out. I got 30,000 people following me.
Let's talk about
The water make you look bad.
And it wasn't until December when this material was finally, released that we were actually here, that we were going to support this thing. This girl didn't even know that there were people out there because there wasn't another side of the story. There was the football player side of the story, not her. We wanted to present her side of the story. And yes, I guess it did take some illegal activity to get that to be out there. But I'm willing to have a little bit of unethical treatment if the rest of us are going to treat it as well.
That's right. Thank you.
What would you do? This is true, what he is saying, that it has happened in the past. And if it wasn't for this, they would continue to go on.
The party also prosecuted, or at least attempted to.
No. Channel 7's on the steps. Talk to them. Talk to Channel 7.
Who wants to interview?
Interview with News 7 up here.
Get in line. They're not. They're evil. They're monsters. They've been told that they deserve better than the rest of us. They don't. Everybody deserves equal treatment. And all the police officers, all the teachers, everyone protecting them is just as guilty as they are.
And around the world.
Absolutely. Everybody needs to come forward. Everybody needs to be held accountable.
Every woman's right is liable and is here. Senator Santorum was a big red. Supported by, we know what his deal was. So, there you go.
Sir, are you willing to share your name? No? Where are you from?
I'm from Milan.
Okay, and could you maybe explain what a good outcome from all of this? Just explain.
Recognition. Giving a voice to the voiceless. Letting people know that we're not going to take this anymore.
Law moves slow, we move fast.
Look at how many people are here. This girl was afraid. She was scared. She was alone. She's not alone anymore. We're here.
There's the chief over there for sure.
Thank you.